Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is force and laws of motion. Force is not a new word for you all. You all know what force is. You all must have experienced it. There are different kinds of forces. If you are pushing someone, if you are pushing anybody, you apply a force. If you hold any object, you apply a force. You play games, you play cricket, you cycle, you swim, you do swimming. So every these activities requires some kind of force. So in this chapter we are going to study about force, its effects, its types and inertia, and most importantly laws of motion that were given by Newton. So we are going to study Newton's first law, Newton's second law, Newton's third law. The first thing that we are going to start is force. Now what is force? As I told you, you all must have experienced, you all know what force is. So force is an external effort which may move a body at rest. That means it can change its motion, change its rest position to the motion position. So it can move a body at rest or stop a moving body. Like there's a ball being going on, there's a cricketer who hit the ball with a bat and you just stop the ball with your hands. So the force, that external effort can even stop a moving body, or change the speed of moving body, or change direction of moving body, or change the shape and size of a body. In earlier classes we used to study that force is nothing just a push or a pull. A push or a pull is known as force. Now we are going to discuss the effects of force that are already discussed in the definition of force. The force can move body at rest. It can stop a moving body. Force can change the speed of moving body. Force can change the direction of moving body. And last, force can change the shape and size of a body. Force are divided into two categories. The first is balanced and the second is unbalanced force. Now, to understand what is balanced force, let me give you an example. See, you all have seen tug of war in our school. There are two teams, one on each side of the rope. They apply force. One team from one end and the second team from the another end. Now suppose, just imagine if both are applying the same force. In which region the rope will move? Towards the first team or towards the second team? Just imagine. They both are applying same force. The answer would be the rope would not be going anywhere. It would be staying there only, because from both sides the force is equal. So that kind of force is known as balanced force. As you can see the diagram over here, F1 and F2 are equal. So in that case the rectangular block is in same position only. It is not moving. So if two forces act on a body in opposite direction, and if both the forces are equal, then the resultant force acting on the body is 0. Such forces are called balanced forces. So balanced forces cannot change the state of rest or motion of a body. Now there can be many examples to this balanced force. For example, there is a let us take you can take anything. Let us take there is a cushion that is on bed. Okay, now there is a balanced force between the bed to the cushion and cushion to the bed, because it is at rest. If there is an unbalanced force, the cushion would be moving on its own. Now second is unbalanced force. So unbalanced is just opposite to balanced force. Same example, that tug of war example, and if one team is applying more force and the other is lacking behind them, so automatically or obviously the rope will be moving towards the team which is applying more force. As the example, as a diagram given to you, rectangular block, F1 is greater than F2. So the rectangular block would be moving towards the left hand side. So if two forces act on body in opposite direction, and if one force is greater than the other, then the resultant force is not equal to 0. Such forces are called unbalanced forces. So unbalanced forces change the state of rest or motion of body, whereas balanced forces cannot change the state of rest or motion of a body. You all have to make notes of this video.